And I'm Robbie.
And we're doing new healthy options for lunch. So on average, the human body needs a mix of vitamins, minerals, fats, proteins, and carbohydrates for lunch. But how much is too much? Overeating can lead to lethargy or sluggish behavior due to overproduction of serotonin stemmed from overconsumption of carbohydrates, and undereating can lead to lack of concentration, exhaustion, headaches, and even feeling sick. These can all be attributed to a disbalance in the average mixes of things we need for lunch.
LCA has several different options for lunch, which include 2 servings of fried chicken, which is Cane's and Chick-fil-A, Moe's, Fazoli's, and then Papa John's Pizza as an alternative every day. Each of those options is served with 2 sides, which, aside from Fazoli's, is usually chips, applesauce, or diced fruit. And students also have the option to have salad from Culver's Grab and Go. But these meals lack the necessary nutrients for growing teens. Most are carb heavy and fat heavy and lack the necessary vitamins and minerals needed to keep our minds sharp.
What we are proposing is healthier lunch options: whole grain sandwiches made with real meats, cheeses, and lettuce and tomatoes, soup with real ingredients, flatbreads filled with both vegetables and meats, and several other healthy options, including the salad.
Although we will still keep the pizza for picky students, these choices will provide the necessary nourishment that our school lunches are lacking. Fast food is not a healthy option, and students need better options.
Couldn't agree with you more. I know you guys probably have not done a lot with finances. I think a lot of this one comes down to finances. So were you able to dig into that part of it all to see, what kind of options could be provided?
This would kind of go mainly towards the ordering process, how we order lunches at the beginning of the week. So all you really have to do is just put the option out there. And then if they ordered it, then they would have to pay the money for it, basically.
So
It's
you're
going to be
still
more expensive.
suggesting that we use vendors, or we just look at healthier options from
Yes.
those
Yes.
vendors?
Add a couple more healthy options, like maybe Panera or Whole Foods.
What'd you say besides the whole grain sandwiches and fresh meats? What were
I said suggested soups or maybe flatbreads, other things that Panera Bread option offers.
And one of the other options I suggested was for like Jimmy John's using like whole grain bread instead of just white bread, because we really do need those vitamins and minerals that come with that.
You both look very on
I'm actually on a diet.
Yeah.
It's funny, my mind went somewhere different when you guys said that, because, I was thinking about, somehow providing a soup station,
Yeah.
on site, to where that would be your option, you could almost do a self-serve out of the soup or something along those
Yeah.
lines, which I think still is a possibility, or, which is one that's been talked about quite frequently, the salad bar. Did you
Yeah.
explore those options, or?
Yeah, we have several public schools that have salad bars.
And what did you find with those? What was it?
It seems to be a fairly popular option for students, considering how the public school lunches look these days, and it's quite often used in public schools.
Came from public school, right, Robbie?
Yes, I did.
Did you ever use the salad bar?
I did not. I usually got pizza because most of their lunches were not so great. The food quality just wasn't.
So the salad bar went with the other entrees, what you're saying?
Yes.
Or you got pizza?
Yeah, there was
Salad bar was not an option for your pizza?
Yeah, there was a cafeteria style line where you could get like grilled chicken or whatever other option they had that day. And then there was a second line, like in the back of the room, where you could get Papa John's pizza with drinks and like chips. And then they also had fries, which I usually went and got because those are really good. But I think one of the main problems with offering healthy foods is a lot of it just doesn't really look appetizing or smell appetizing, and kids don't choose that, which is why I think the way to go with this is to use a vendor, because they usually have more pleasant looking foods than like public school style cafeteria. Just
Recognition,
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, I can't say that Panera Bread's ever looked anything but appetizing.
So you mentioned Panera. What
We
are some
thought
others?
maybe another option would be Whole Foods, which has pre-prepared meals, and those would be pretty, I think they would be,
And do you know if they provide a service like?
I do not,
our-
but-
You know, because our vendors, one of the benefits to the people that we use is they bring us exactly what we order.
Panera
Yes.
Bread's opened up that, what's it, the delivery system
Mhm.
that they now do. That's what we're kind of thinking towards.
But you don't know if Whole Foods uses that?
We're
We
not for
don't,
sure.
Do you
but-
know if any other healthy options for something like that?
yeah, no, but again, with the Jimmy John's and then with Chick-fil-A, option I suggest is using the grilled chicken as a second option, maybe instead of the chicken nuggets, because then it offers kids an option to get something that doesn't have fried high carb food on it along with the bread already.
And a lot of this has to come from the student end as well.
Yes.
Because Coach will tell you, what we see more than anything else on Chick-fil-A Day, can you guess what we see thrown away and picked up?
The fruit.
Fruit cups, yeah. So that's not the part that's eaten.
Yeah.
So, in some ways, the practice of your peers is not
Yeah.
playing out what you're suggesting. I get what you're saying, though, give them the options.
And I think maybe one of the ways that we could improve that is when we're choosing what the healthy option is, maybe like from Panera, when we're choosing what food we want to offer, maybe we could do a student poll or see what they actually want, or if it's possible, offer multiple different options on the ordering site.
Yeah.
Although that would be a lot more logistically tough.
It is, and that's, of course, you guys know Coach is down there every day, and so it has to be something that's manageable by just a couple of people. Now, did you have any chance, did you guys talk to foods people like Miss Cheney downstairs or Miss Watts there?
We did
Mr.
not,
Carpenter?
but I suggested putting someone who is knowledgeable about food and health and knowing what a growing teenager needs
Yeah.
to be in charge of, and on maybe like a board to decide what food we should order.
About a month ago, the school did a survey to kind of fill in some open slots in the monthly calendar. Do you all remember participating in that, or did your
No.
moms or
Really, no.
anybody ask you questions about it?
I don't remember that.
Do you guys view these healthy lunch options something that could potentially be tied into the freshman health class?
Possibly.
Yeah, I
They
think
could,
so.
they could maybe use that as like a special assignment, coming up with, like almost like a brainstorm project for what would be a suitable option. Yeah.
Did you ask your peers if they would be willing to pay $7 or $8 for a healthier lunch option rather than $5 for the
We
current
did not.
things
We did ask if they were happy with their lunches, and they said yes, but I think happy isn't the same thing as healthy, because America's all addicted to Coke products and fried food, and we all love it, but it doesn't mean it's healthy for us.
That's the
And-
reason McDonald's makes $1 million per store in a week.
So you don't know if they would choose the healthy options if they were available?
No, we
I
don't.
think many of the girls, especially people who are more inclined to bring their own lunches, would possibly consider ordering lunch from the school should they possess healthier options.
Yeah. And we also have a lot of athletes at our school, which having a healthy diet is incredibly important for being healthy in your mind and your body. And it would also, studies have been shown there's lots of schools where they've vastly improved their diet for their lunches and breakfasts. And the grades in those schools have gone up, their academics have just soared. And this is not in like traditional public schools, this is in like second chance schools where these are kids that are just not the best students, and they've been kicked out of regular school and they still show improvement, which is saying something, because it's hard to get kids who are at the very bottom to come to the top and having
So
good
I've heard,
diet.
longer lunches, healthier lunches, what was the other thing?
Nap time.
And naps. Our scores are gonna go through the roof. All these things helping us, right?
All of a sudden, you're gonna start getting 36s on ACT.
Can't wait.
It has nothing to do with teachers.
No,
It's just
they don't need us.
Nap, food,
That's
and
right.
longer time with their peers, so teachers are overrated.
That's good.
Yeah,
All right,
good.
job.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.